night. I meant to have I meant to have my damn sage right here going, but oh well for right now. We're gonna get started in a second, y'all. So if you're watching the pre-recorded part, go to the comment section because I'll have it timestamped there, okay? Damn, I gotta text my friend. Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, y'all had to give me a couple minutes to get on and get right. Okay. Some people like to watch the reading as soon as it kicks off. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started now for y'all. All right. So today's reading is called Juicy Sexual Things. After sex with you, I kept seeing that there's a person that's going to need therapy in some way. All right. But this is a tarot reading for the collective. It's focusing on who secretly desires you in sexually and why. Also, listen, if y'all got negative situations going on currently, this is not for the current energy. This is looking ahead for the new year, to see what's coming towards you, what's new, okay? Even if you're dealing with a past person, okay? I still want to see what's new, all right, between you and said person, okay? So, what does Spirit want the collective to know? We got the Emperor, and we got the Nine of Pentacles, and we got the Chariot in reversed. All right. Okay. So, collective. There is a very I hope y'all can see that because I got my camera so far up I can't see it. All right. So there's a strong sexual attraction between you and this person, and it could involve a connection with somebody who has money. But this person is generous with their money, okay? They're very content. All right. Some of you are desired by people who secretly link up with you. So it has to be in secret for some reason. All right. Now, for whatever reason, this person could be linking up with you secretly, possibly because um maybe they're in a relationship, or maybe they have other, I don't know, like they could be from out of state. They could have overstayed their stay, but I do see something has to be in secret. All right, with certain things. These encounters with these people often involve a desire for rich sex or non traditional relationships. The zodiac signs here is Aries, Virgo, and Cancer. So now I want to see why, like what's the hidden attraction? All right, what's the hidden attraction? We got the Fool in the upright. We got the Hermit upright. And strength card upright. These are a bit freaky. All right. Um. mm, at the bottom of the deck is judgment. So this person, what's hidden, it was something they don't speak about a lot, but they are physically attracted to you because they secretly admire. They're drawn to, first of all, your body. Okay. Let me turn that shit. Um, and because of the strength card, your natural sexual confidence. Like you could have openly just told somebody what you like, okay, or what you want. All right. So there's some type of curiosity mixed with restraint and some type of deep fascination with your raw, untamed energy. So this could be an Aquarius, a Virgo, or a Leo, or you are. Okay. Why is the attraction hidden? We got the Two of Wands upright. We got Judgment again upright. Damn. And we got the Ten of Cups upright. Okay. The secrecy is hidden due to perceived freakiness. This freak or this admirer, they fear with judgment here, you judging them. And they fear being judged and exposed, especially by their family, friends, or someone close to them. Um, there is emotional fulfillment though with the person you're involved with because of the Ten of Cups. But I also still feel like there's some sort of hesitancy about making a final call because doing so would reveal too much. This could be an Aries, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. Who is this freak? Who is this freak? Damn. We got the Hierophant. I'm sorry, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay. Well, this is somebody who's definitely in their 30s or their 20s. Okay. This is someone who presents themselves as respectable, traditional, they're by the book, but they secretly watch or study and they obsess over you. Okay. They appear grounded and stable on the surface, but they're mentally curious. They're calculating and they constantly think about you with this Page of Swords energy. Huh. This is someone who hides desires behind logic, rules, or status. Because you got the Queen of Pentacles here and the Hierophant. This could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Gemini, or you are. Okay. What does this sneaky freak want? What does this sneaky freak want? We got the Devil. Ew. We got the King of Swords. And the Four of Wands. Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, for some of you, they want a one night stand because it's easier because of the emotional detachment. Okay, this could be this could be towards you. Now, this could also be some of you that already have a casual connection. All right. And it's comfortable, it's fun, it's very exciting, it's temptation, full of temptation here. But for some of you, There's a person that wants to play games, keep control through logic, and avoid emotional responsibility, but they still want access to you. This could be more Capricorn, Aquarius, or Aries energy. Where is this person emotionally? Let's see. Where is this person emotionally? Okay. Page of Cups. Mm. Six of Cups. Mm. 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 Shit. I'm sorry. What is this? The Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay. All right. And then you got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Mm. Okay. So where they are emotionally is they're immature, they're nostalgic, they're stuck on the past, um, possibly an ex, and internally conflicted with their feelings. Their feelings are there, but they are confused. They are avoiding clarity. They are emotionally blocked, even though their heart keeps drifting back to you with this Six of Cups, this past energy. This could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Libra, or you are. Okay. I do also see that this person is exposing themselves. They're exposing themselves to you and others. So, based off that, I want to know, how are they exposing themselves to the collective? We got the Eight of Cups. What is this? The Ten of Swords. Mm, damn. The Nine of Wands. All right. Huh. Queen of Cups. You have a lot of love and emotions, um, specifically for someone, but they're exposing themselves. Give me a second, collective. Sorry. Okay, for some of you, they are. Thank you, CC, for the fires comments. For some of you, it's when this person forcefully looks at you while they are inside of you. Okay, because I don't know why, but I'm seeing that. Um, and they tell you shit with a straight face. Their voice could be shaken while they're on top of you, while you're on top of them, and they're trying to talk through sex. That's something you don't see coming. This person. Okay, so this person could be a Pisces, a Gemini, a Sagittarius, or you are. Okay, let's see. Hmm. I'm about to switch up the deck because I want to see what this. How else is this person exposing themselves? How else is this person exposing themselves before I move on to decks? We got the Ace of Wands. Mm, the Star card. And the Nine of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, I do see the Five of Wands. Okay. So this person's gonna end up in therapy after having sex with you. That's how they are exposing themselves. Okay. It's like the situation or the connection between you two becomes so overwhelming. I don't know, maybe y'all have been teaching someone how to please you or something like that, but the connection becomes so overwhelming that They may talk to a therapist, friends privately, or when they're drunk. For some of you, in their sleep or when they're fucking someone else and they accidentally say your name. And for some of you, they're exposing themselves online with posts of themselves daily or their damn daily thoughts. This could be in Aries, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, I'm sorry. Or you are. So now let's move on and let's see what this person is saying. So I can get some messages out of that. We're gonna do you versus them at the very end, though. At the very end, because then I'm gonna reshuffle and I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. All right, let's see. And only pay attention to the zodiac signs or messages that you want to pay attention to. Okay, everything else shouldn't matter. All right, let's see. What is this person saying to the collective during this freaky moment? We got, I know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. That's in the reverse. So I'm going to channel this after. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. I can't make you happy in the reverse. How could you ever forgive the mess I made? I want out. I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. That's enough. I can't do this right now. See? Okay. What else? Somebody has a lot of pipe and they giving it out too much to one person, and this person can't take too much of it all the time. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I cannot feel emotions right now. You are different from everyone around me. All right, let me tell you what I'm channeling. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. At the bottom of the deck. All right, what I'm channeling, I'm seeing this person. I don't know if y'all got a spell over them or if your shit just really that good. Because I'm hearing somebody got really good mouth or really good sex, and that's what they like that you provide. But I'm also seeing that this person is looking at you with a straight look in their face. If they're with another person, they could be telling you, we can't keep doing this. We got to stop. If they're with someone else, whether this is someone they're not actually in a relationship with, they're fucking them out of revenge because they're thinking about you sleeping with someone else. When they're alone, they can't wait to just pin you down, but at the same time, it's like they have this aggressive, mean look or focus on their face where they just want to tell you some shit that they don't actually plan on doing, like moving on or rejecting you. It's like it's just a fantasy of theirs to want to be cold. For some reason, it turns them on being mean to you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing them. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say with these cards. Okay. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see who this message resonated for today. Who did this message resonate for today, Spirit? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Grapevine. I heard something you're gonna Let me see. Grapevine, I heard something you're going to want to be interested in. Vent, I have to get this off my chest. Brag, I can't wait to tell you the amazing thing that happened to me. And gaslight, I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences. Uninterested at the bottom of the deck. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. So, this message could definitely be resonating for people who who are focused really solely on themselves. You're not really focused on a connection that how do I say it? Um it's like you don't really care about a connection because you don't have what you want from someone specifically, or you don't have a specific person 100% of the time, so you're just interested in, like, you're having flings possibly, okay, and you don't even feel comfortable bragging about them or talking about them or something like that. But hmm, I do see someone can't keep it together after a sexual encounter and they start venting a lot as well. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. But this message could resonate for anyone who's caught in a secret or third party connection, especially where lust, temptation, or betrayal cause some sort of emotional fallout or exposure. Okay. Um Basically, even if, let's say, the message is specifically for one or two of you, and it's like, well, I was hoping for some newer energy and it didn't feel that new to you. Well, obviously, you can't take energy from someone else. Okay, so if newer energy was in here, I'd be able to pull that. Who are these messages going to be about for today? Let's see. I'm also seeing someone dealing with a sexual savant. I don't know. It's like, oh, how do I say it? This person, I'm sorry for moving the camera. This person, they get it right the first time or every time. Or let's say you've had an on and off situation with this person where they weren't doing what you want. As soon as you tell them that, they intentionally are masters of sex. So they know all kinds of different sexual things. And what they'll do is they'll listen one time and they'll execute perfectly because they practice privately. They do this on fruit themselves. They could have even did it with people they weren't attracted to. Unfortunately, they stopped doing that because they feel like, nah, you're just gonna like me regardless. And I want someone who actually challenges me so that I can go back and perfect myself for who I want, which could be you, the collective. So they're a sexual savant. It's like this is someone who is almost unnatural, have some sort of unnatural ability to master something quickly, sometimes instantly without repeated instruction. You tell them once and they just get it right. Hmm. Who else could these messages be about? Mhm. Date, curious, great news. This could be about you guys, someone who has great news about someone who you're curious about or that's curious about you. You guys could be going on dates with this person, or someone's planning a date. All right. One more card. And you got imposter in the reverse. So this message could also be about someone who actually is willing to have love and give love because they are who they say they are. You could have been dealing with an imposter in the past, but I feel like that's not now. Let's pull some more tarot before I look at you versus them. The Wheel of Fortune. Um, I'm just looking at this person's sex style so you know how they handle them. The Magician, the Ace of Cups. Two of Wands. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So this person could be Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. Um, with the Wheel of Fortune. This person likes to be guided. They like guided climax. They love dirty talk. Okay. Um, with the Sun card, this is forced eye contact. It's a kink for them. They like to be watched and know what they're doing. I don't know. Somebody has a side to them that's like they want they want you to look at them. Okay. This person is addicted to partners or intense sexual dependency. This person could be an addict too, of any kind: sex, money, drugs, people, attention, food, clothes, shopping, stuff like that. This could be a Gemini. They're turned on by seductive voices if you're skilled at talking. All right. Or they are. Ace of Cups, Cancer. They sexually want love but push you away. This could be an Aries with the Two of Wands. So they're possessive. They like bite marks. They love marking their territory. This could also be a different Leo or the same Leo that likes to be publicly teased. They love risky kinks in open spaces. And this could be a Taurus or a Libra that loves solo sessions. They're sensual self pleasure, so they like to please themselves. I can't remember what you call that person, that type of person. Anyway, let's move on to you versus them now. All right. From what? Fire signs, earth signs, air signs, and then water signs. All right. I'm going to shuffle all of these because I'm using every last one of these cards to pull one card from the top from each one so that I can get a message for the zodiac sign of the element I'm on. Last shuffle. Last deck. Last shuffle. All right. I may skip all that. Okay. Now, dealing with an Aries is energy. This person, hmm, they're, let's see. All right. This person, they're addicted to control and being codependent. Okay. This Aries may come off like desperate for attention. Okay. Um, so if you're dealing with an Aries, that's the that's the current energy with an Aries, okay? All right. If you're dealing with a Sag, yeah, for one, no one understands me but you. Options, small favor. Hmm. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, this person likes to have you as an option, as someone they can go to and reach out to and ask favors from, but they don't get out much. They don't do much. With this four of wands in the reverse, they could be someone who mm, this could be someone who is deciding to, I don't know, they want to stay in the house. Hmm. It seems like this Sagittarius has a lot going on, so they may not be able to pay a lot of attention to you, but then they want to ask you for shit. So that's the energy if you're dealing with the Sagittarius. All right, if you're dealing with a Leo, what's the energy? You got the Knight of Pentacles. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. Spiritual warfare. There's chaos. There's ego spirals, ego deaths, spiritual awakenings here, and honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. Okay. All right. So if you're dealing with a Leo, this Leo is confident, proud, passionate. They're very generous with you. Their feelings suggest that they're in some sort of spiritual battle. They're triggered. They could be very sensitive, all right? But their intention is to be honest and transparent with you, okay? So they could be choosing to actually stick around with you and go the long haul with you, but they're also choosing to do things with you that they've not done with other people. All right. You could be pushing this person out of their comfort zone and they will go. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, what's the energy? You got the Fool. Hmm. You got, I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive in the reverse. Okay. You got spiritual gifts and a safe space. Mm, okay. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, this Taurus is steady, grounded. They do understand what you feel. Okay. Um, they have a like this could be a fresh energy that this Taurus is coming in with. All right. It also is saying that this Taurus is someone that I don't know, but they like to be walked in on if they're having sex with you. All right. This Taurus is they like you if you got spiritual gifts. They trust your spiritual gifts. They trust that you're safe. All right. They could have some of their own. All right. And there's growth and acceptance here if you're dealing with a Taurus. Capricorn. Right. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, what's the energy? You got the Lovers. Okay. So obviously multiple partners in a Capricorn's energy. I don't want to be alone in the reverse. Okay. Psycho crazy ex obsessed won't let go. And health. I'm going to be part of your health and wellness journey. Okay. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, or if you are a Capricorn, you're watching for yourself, someone's working on healing, balancing self-care. Um but there's also signs of a complicated relationship because someone's dealing with multiple partners. It could be you and the person you're dealing with, actually. All right. And um somebody has a fear of being alone, like when they get older, like who's gonna take care of me type energy. um so or the person who's dealing with cap, that's why it's like somebody feels like they got to have somebody in their back pocket. um all right, so that's the energy if you're dealing with a Capricorn. Okay. Virgo, what's the energy? Three of Swords. Mm. The passion is too much, but in the reverse. Damn. Massive regret and dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my benefit. Damn. Okay. So it seems like if the energy between you and a Virgo, let me fix this. There's hidden pain and regret. Somebody killed the passion between you and this Virgo, so somebody could be in the way because something was being withheld. The truth for self protection. Healing needs honesty. And if somebody's not trying to heal the connection, then things are going to stay dishonest. Someone is absolutely regretting getting with another person. Okay. Or inviting a third party into their relationship. Okay. If you're dealing with a Virgo. All right. Aquarius. What is the energy? You got the King of Swords. That's that forced look at me sex. I cry at night in the reverse. Love messages and love. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life. Okay. I'm liking this so far. Um well, the Aquarius energy is sharp and clear, or whoever is, dealing with an Aquarius. Someone is hiding their true feelings, but I feel like whoever was saddened or cried, they do it privately at night and then they show up like they're fine the next day. For some of you, that there's somebody who's moved on. There's no sadness here. All right. Somebody's leaving behind whatever was tough and controlled exterior because they're going towards something more genuine. There's an Aquarius that cares and is ready to express love here. Or there's someone, dealing with an Aquarius, and that's the energy. All right. Okay. Libra. So, if you're dealing with a Libra, what's the energy? You got the Eight of Cups. I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. Blocked, spammed, called, text, and gift. There is something I'd like for you to have. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, dealing with a Libra, someone walked away to seek a deeper meaning and balance. Um, someone has someone is calling somebody from a block number. Okay. Repeatedly, and the other person is trying to cut ties or leave something behind. All right. So there's unnecessary closure, you know, before trying to reconnect. So it's like something wasn't completely fully said before the other person hung up. Someone could be threatening another person with wanting to block them. All right, let's see. Let's move on to Gemini. Okay. So, if you're dealing with a Gemini, what's the energy? Seven of Pentacles. The heat between us is intense in the reverse. Happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career and focused, and date. I'd love to get together sometime and learn more about you. Oh, I'm keeping that one up there. All right, so Geminis, there's a heat between you that feels low or reverse, maybe less intensity right now between you and another person. But you are enjoying being happily single. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, you could be just starting out to date or getting to know someone. There's someone that wants to get to know you. All right. So they're in a thoughtful, independent, please phase, but curious and open to building something. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, the energy is focused on self. Okay, they feel like they've put too much effort into something else or someone else, and now that that heat has died down, they're focusing on something new. Um, that's Gemini's energy. All right, let's move on to Cancer. All right, so if you're dealing with a Cancer, what's the energy? You've got the Queen of Cups. That's definitely Cancer energy. You got, I need to figure myself out. True colors. Okay. I like it so far. And tribe. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. You're my kind of people. Okay. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, there is a Cancer. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was frustrated. I was just cussing. All right. So if you're dealing with a cancer, there's a cancer that has a lot of feelings for you. All right. This person is very nurturing. This person is in a phase of self discovery. So they're figuring out who they truly are. And then they're very protective. But they are showing their true colors. Okay. It just seems like there's a cancer. I don't know. They may be saying how they feel about certain things. All right. But if you are close to a cancer at this time, this cancer is also ready to show you that you're one of the real ones that they deal with. Okay. If you're dealing with a cancer, Scorpio, dealing with a Scorpio, what's the energy? What is this? Queen of Swords. Okay. It's too late. I moved on and I don't wish to reconnect, but in the reverse, love and hate. Jesus. And apology. I'm still not over what happened and I would appreciate an apology. All right. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this Scorpio is they've moved on. Okay. It seems like they've cut ties with you. All right. You could have been in a same sex connection, or they could have left you for a same sex partner for some of you. But they're holding on to whatever was said and done, okay? Um, Someone could have accused another person of same sex activity, but this person, whatever they've moved on from, they haven't healed. All right. Um, they want an apology, but something is not gonna fully close out. Okay. Let's move on. If you're dealing with a Pisces, what's the energy? Judgment. The passion I feel is overwhelming and I don't know how to handle it, but in the reverse, justice, curious. I'm intrigued and want to learn more. That's like the Page of Swords energy. All right, so if you're dealing with a damn Pisces, this Pisces energy is overwhelmed. Okay, this Pisces is someone that I feel like they like to masturbate a lot more than they like to have sex. Okay, because it's not because they're selfish, it's because they feel like I don't know, they feel like if a person wanted to give to them, they would just do it. All right, other than that, um they feel like they know that they're good in bed and what they can do, but they just they just they just would rather pleasure themselves. Okay. For others of you, there's a Pisces that's trying to get to know you, that's curious about your energy. This person is fair and honest, okay? They could have gotten out of a connection that was very long term or sexual. All right. That's what I got for you guys. Until next time. Bye.